Alright, I asked you guys for your worst possible Halo hot takes. Now, unfortunately, there was a lot of comments on this, so I will most likely not be able to read all of them, but I will read as many as I can, and if yours gets left out, don't take it too personally. Your comment probably just sucked. Alright, starting off with the one with the most likes. If Master Chief was in that huge suit of armor, how in the absolute frick would he scratch his balls if they became itchy? This isn't really a hot take, but I think that in the lore there is actually a mechanism inside of the suit that helps with that. I'm not sure though, someone could fact check me. Next one, this one is an actual hot take. Armor lock is less annoying than active camo and actually takes significant skill to use properly. Okay, so here, let's disprove that real quick. Let me load into some Halo Reach. Armor lock, okay, let's go. I'll do armor lock once, and then I'll do active camo, and I'll show you which one's better. It's a freaking holocron. I hate this. Watch this. See, this is what armor lock is. This is how armor lock works. That's the whole point of it. Getting killed? Pop armor lock, and you might just live for a few more seconds. Armor lock! See? And now my ally killed him. Active camo just isn't this good. Now let's do active camo, the worst ability in this game. Apparently you have to walk super slowly for it to work too. See, and then you just get shot, because it's just not good. Like, I can't just pop it right now and live this fight. Wait for it. It takes way longer to recharge. Okay, here, let's try and get a kill there. No, the guy just dies. Like, in all these situations, it would be better for me to just be shooting at him. If I could move at full speed, camo would be better, but if I move full speed, then there's no point to the camo. So armor lock is better. Bungie was in the right by not using the Fall of Reach novel as the main story for Halo Reach. Games are greater than books. Okay, so I'm gonna sound like a little bit of a LARPer here. I haven't exactly finished reading the Fall of Reach. I was listening to it on an audiobook on YouTube. So I did get like most of the way through, but I couldn't find the video, so I stopped watching it. I kind of have to say that the games are probably more important than the books in most cases. I'm not sure how the actual Fall of Reach part of the book Fall of Reach goes, so maybe it is better, but I don't actually know. But I do agree that sometimes retcons are okay if it makes the game better. Sometimes, I mean, if the retcon's done just for the sake of retconning something and the story isn't actually improved in any way, then there's really no point. But I feel like if it actually makes the story better, then it's totally worth it. All right, now another one from The Ballad. Bungie Halo games aren't perfect. They're just good ideas with good execution. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, all of the Bungie games do have their problems, but they're admittedly miles away from the 343 games. Depends on what your definition of perfect is. Next one is personal AI in Halo Infinite is very helpful. Help me, I'm being held captive. Okay, I don't know about the last part, but I'm not sure when specifically the AI is helpful. Like, I know you can kind of do a little scan to look for weapons, but other than that, I don't feel like I ever use them. I think I normally just turn it off because it's kind of annoying. This is another one from Camellia Film H8D. Michael Salvatore probably carried the soundtrack harder than Marty. I know a lot of people have just a basic dislike of Marty O'Donnell because of where he stands politically, but we're gonna ignore that and we're just gonna look at the music and the facts. So I have no way of telling which one actually wrote which songs. I feel like I heard somewhere that one of them like rewrote the other one's songs like for something. I don't know if that was true or not. There is one thing that makes me know that Martin O'Donnell actually did carry the soundtrack harder than Michael Salvatore. And that is because during that one section of the Halo theme, that little like high-pitched voice in the dun, 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 that was Martin O'Donnell. So I don't actually think this comment is valid. If 343 wants to prove themselves to be good developers, they need to give us a Halo game where you play as a Marine. No. Okay, an ODST would be fine. I do not want to play as a Marine, alright? We already saw how that went with Helldivers 2. It's not fun. You want to be at least somewhat powerful. Halo 3 is not the best Halo by a long shot. That's just not a very good take. I mean, Halo 3 is objectively the best Halo game. It's not my favorite. It doesn't have to be your favorite, but it is the best Halo game. I mean, none of them have as good of a multiplayer campaign. Well, Halo 2 is a better campaign, but like, just like in general, Halo 3 is the best. Halo is a good game. No, this is a terrible take. Just unsubscribe. Clem7410. A good Halo ODST game would revive Halo. The original Halo 3 ODST was just Halo 3 reskinned gameplay-wise. Let's see it rebuilt from the ground up. ODST that brings the live-action trailers to life. Four explanation points. I don't know if a good ODST game would revive Halo, but it would definitely revive the hardcore fans. It's been way too long since we had a Halo 3 ODST 2, or I don't know, Halo 4 ODST, whatever you'd want to call that. So I think it's definitely time for one, and I kind of have an idea for this. What if, since the first one was kind of like the city in the rain, what if the next one is, instead of rain, it's snow? Like ODSTs in the snow? I don't know. I just think that'd look pretty cool. Maybe I'll do like a Blender render of that and put that in the video. That'd be kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, another Halo ODST game would be really good. Halo Reach has the best story of any Halo game. So another LARPer opinion incoming. I haven't finished the Halo Reach campaign. I know how it all happens. I've watched all the cutscenes and everything. I think I've seen it played and finished. I've just never actually played it myself all the way through. I would say Halo 2 is a better story. So I do know where the story is. Halo 2 has a better story. I'm sorry. Halo Reach is really good. It's definitely got a very good story. Like, I'm not dissing Reach in any way, but Halo 2 is just better. Now for an actual hot take. Halo 4 LYF. I genuinely liked the TV series, especially season 2. How? Okay. So, okay, some backstory here. I watched the first season and it was pretty bad. There were some good parts. The last episode had some really good action, but overall it was just a bad show the first season. Second season, I think that me and my family got 2 episodes in before we were just like, no, this shit sucks. We're not watching this. So in order to actually finish the series, I ended up watching the Zanny video reacting to season 2. So that's the only reason I know what even happens. No, that show was not good. Especially season 2 was not good. That's not a very good take. That's just okay. I gotta respect that for being a hot take though, because that's a genuinely hot take. All right, Reusable Storm says sprint isn't that bad. Feel free to shoot me if you want. Okay, well, I'm not gonna do the second part, but I feel like that's not really a hot take. Like, I feel like most people agree that sprint isn't that bad. The problem that I and a lot of other people have with it is, why are we putting it in too though? Like, sure, there's not really that great of a reason to not have it, but there's like, what's the reason to have it? Like, there's no point. Like, the only reason Halo actually has it to begin with is because other games started doing it. So it's not really a Halo feature. I mean, sure, a lot of people will argue that it's been in Halo for longer than Halo didn't have sprint, but I still feel like originally Halo was fine without sprint. It never needed sprint. They had it in some beta builds for Halo 2, but they eventually cut it just because it doesn't flow with Halo. It doesn't really feel that Halo-y anymore. I don't know though. I don't really care that much about sprint. Part of the argument that I sympathize with the most is, why are we adding this? It's more of like a check mark than anything else. But that being said, I don't really care about sprint or not. Like, if sprint's in the next Halo game, I won't really care. I mean, having a campaign evolved is kind of annoying, but I mean, you can turn it off, so it's really not that big of a deal. From Tachosaurus R1N4I. The Halo CE Magnum is not good. Its accuracy is so inconsistent that I might kill an unshielded elite with body shots before I get a headshot. It's the worst marksman weapon in the original Bungie games. No. The worst marksman weapon in the original Bungie games would have to go to... No, the Halo 3 battle rifle is much worse than the CE pistol. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. The only reason you can hate the CE Magnum is because it's too overpowered. Because it's really a good gun. It's not like a bad gun at all. I don't really like it because it's not very fun to use. I know a lot of people enjoy it. I don't really enjoy using it because of its inconsistencies, but it is a good gun, okay? You can't say that it's underpowered. Next up is Steezus. Halo 5 is overrated because it has good gunplay. Another LARPer opinion. I don't think this is as bad of a LARP though. I've never played Halo 5, so I do not have the ability to comment on this. That being said, I have watched some YouTube videos, and it seems that most people agree Halo 5 had a fun multiplayer. Like, it wasn't perfect, but it was fun. So, I don't know, maybe it was overhated. But I don't think anyone really hates the multiplayer that much. Like, it's mainly just the campaign. Next up is the Breadloaf P7Y. Halo Reach multiplayer is the least fun out of all the Halo games. Halo Reach feels like it loses the flow and satisfaction of the true original games had. Love the campaign and PvE though. I have to agree with this one. Yeah, Halo Reach multiplayer is not fun at all. That is one of the coldest takes on this video. Besides this next one, I like Halo. Good for you. Okay. Next up, Sniper Red 0092. Palmer isn't a bad character. Spartan Ops and Escalation ruined her. I don't know if I'm allowed to comment on this due to my last opinion on Palmer. Who's your favorite Spartan to? I don't know. There's the one in Halo 4, but I haven't played Halo 4, so I can't say anything about that. But I haven't played Spartan Ops, or I mean, I'm guessing Escalation is a book, so no, I haven't played either of those or read the book, so yeah, I don't know anything about this. From Lord Madama, Halo Wars 2 has a better story than Halo 4, 5, and Infinite combined. Another LARP, I've never actually played either of the Halo Wars, but I've watched all of the cutscenes and cinematics, and I know the story of all of them, and I have to agree with this. Halo Wars 1 and 2, both of them are really good. But he's talking about Halo Wars 2 specifically. Yes, the story is insane. Kind of ended on a cliffhanger. Let me make sure that it's not like ended in a book or anything, because it'd be nice to get a Halo Wars 3. I would actually, if Halo Wars 3 comes out, I'm totally gonna play all of them. But I mean, I'll probably play them later. But whatever. So yeah, let's make sure that wasn't just continued in a book, because it had a really good cliffhanger ending. Okay, so they still haven't continued it. Good. Whatever they do, they cannot continue this in a book. That would just piss me off. Now from Adonis, we have an actual hot take. Bungie was terrible at storytelling, especially because they let a certain music composer have input on it. So I'm pretty sure Adonis doesn't like Marty O'Donnell, which, I mean, it's understandable, alright. So, I don't know which decisions were actually Marty O'Donnell's in the original Bungie games. Most of the bad writing is all in Halo 3. I feel like Halo 2 and Halo CE have some pretty good writing. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but it's pretty good. Halo 3 is the only one that had bad writing, but even Halo 3 had good storytelling. It was just the dialogue that sucked. But Halo 1 and 2 and Reach and ODST all have great storytelling. Christenodona Tuesday. I like every Halo and recommend that newcomers try every game so they can form their own opinions about them. This instead of being a mega Bungie cultist that denounces and or shames 343's titles, including their players. I'm pretty sure that he meant to put another A right here. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I actually don't think it's correct to assume that politically everyone that likes Bungie's games and hates 343's is mega, because I'm pretty sure there's a fairly even divide. I mean, sure, there are a lot of right-wingers that are more lenient to the Bungie games, but there's also a lot of leftists too. It's a lot of people just have their political opinions, and they assume that anyone who agrees with them on anything else must also agree with them politically. So I think that's part of where this logic is coming from, because there's plenty of people who are different, who have different opinions politically, but have the same opinion in terms of video games and stuff. It's not everyone is the same. There's not like two different types of people or two different opinions, okay? There's multiple different combinations of opinions, and a lot of people don't really understand this. Next up, from Jacobus. Halo 3 ODST's gameplay is boring and repetitive when compared to the previous Bungie games. The nerfs that they tried to implement to make you not as powerful as a Spartan were implemented horribly, while the enemies remained unchanged with no new mechanics, excluding stealth, to approach them. The only reason people love the game, me included, is because of the atmosphere and music, alongside the amazing art style and character designs. But purely going on gameplay without factoring without factoring in vehicle combat or anything, I would put ODST at very close to the bottom of the list. That's pretty fair. I mean, the gameplay isn't that great, but he did say that he excluded so many things, like excluding stealth without factoring in vehicle combat. I mean, there are obviously good parts of the gameplay to ODST. It's just, in general, it's not as good as the others, but Halo Infinite has the best gameplay / mechanics in the series. There are definitely a lot of people in my videos that agree with this. I have a lot of major Halo Infinite fans, which, I mean, I'm not quite a major Halo Infinite fan. I'm more of a Halo Infinite apologist. So I will say this isn't the worst take I've ever seen. I mean, if you enjoy Halo Infinite's gameplay, sure. Honestly, for me, Halo 2's gameplay was the best, just because it doesn't have the annoying equipment from pretty much every Halo after it. But if you like Halo Infinite, that's fine. The Reclaimer Saga art style was good. Okay, you cannot, no. You cannot look at this and tell me that that is better than the Bungie one. Look at that. What is that? You cannot say that that is better than the Bungie Elites. That is just ugly. Okay, now let's see the grunts. It's a flipping dinosaur, guys. I'm sorry. That is not what like the cute little grunts are in the other games. Like look at them side to side, okay? This guy's like awesome. He's like a little cute grunt. And then there's this abomination. Like, okay, that's kind of cool. I'll give the Jackals something. They look okay. Reclaimer Saga art style is not good. Flame Studios 100% agree was fire. Dude, no, you don't. You can't just say that. All right, next hot take. Tingus Spangus 464. 343 thinks this is a hot take. Hire Marty O'Donnell. I think we can all agree that the soundtracks, while they are good in the 343 games, the Bungie games had the best music. The only problem I can see with this is I don't know if Marty O'Donnell would want to work with 343 or Halo Studios. I feel like they kind of have a lot of beef right now. So yeah, Halo 3's campaign is good but overrated. Not like incredibly overrated, but it is very overrated. Halo 3 ODST was ass, and Halo 4 was the best Halo game. Whoa. There's two terrible takes there. That is hard to. I can't even. No. Just reading that like hurt my brain. That is not okay. That's going in the thumbnail. That is a terrible take. You're not a Halo fan. I'm sorry. Halo 3 has the worst Halo multiplayer. Close, but no. I would say Halo Reach has the worst multiplayer. So that's not a terrible take. I agree partially with this. I think Halo 3 multiplayer is overrated. It's definitely not the worst, though. Halo 3 sucks ass and is only well-liked because of nostalgia. The campaign is very much guilty of many of the faults people have with the 343 games, including some of the worst writing and character assassination in the series. I gotta agree partially with this. Like, the bad writing and character deaths, like, for no reason, yeah, it's pretty bad. It is carried by gameplay that is decent at best and set pieces. I don't know what he means by set pieces. Probably like the Halo and stuff. Okay. Low-key ruined the franchise and the fanbase too, since the most cancerous portion of the fanbase are the people who cling to it like it's the holy grail of gaming and act like everything that came after it was all downhill. I kind of have to agree with part of that too, because it's kind of similar to Star Wars, where no matter how good people release a new Star Wars, it's never going to be as good as Return of the Jedi was when you first saw it, or Revenge of the Sith was when you first saw it. And that's because when you saw it, like, you were always gonna like it. Like, nothing will ever live up to your memory of seeing that for the first time. I do agree that some fans will very much overrate Halo 3 and talk about it like it's the best thing ever in all of gaming history, when in reality, it's definitely not the best. But, like, it still probably is the best. Like, it's probably the peak of Halo games. Like, if you think about it, everything after Halo 3 was just slowly downhill. Like, Halo 3 ODST, it's great. It's just the spin-off of Halo 3. Halo Reach, good campaign, terrible multiplayer, not the best gameplay. Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo Infinite. I mean, Halo Infinite's obviously better than Halo 5, but, like, it was kind of downhill since Halo 3. But it is definitely carried by nostalgia. Alright, from Flame Studios. Halo 4 is actually pretty damn good. Great story, decent gameplay, awful and legendary, and an honestly really cool art style. Also, Halo 2 has some of the worst gameplay in the... No. This guy needs to... Okay, no, that's just a terrible take. Halo 4, I can agree with, like, maybe the story's okay, I played through it. The gameplay, sure. Art style is terrible, and comparing it to Halo 2, saying Halo 2 is some of the worst gameplay in the series, that's just wrong. It was the best gameplay in the series, these people. Next up, from FOTUS, which stands for Face of the Unicorns. I don't actually know. Halo 4 arguably has the best story emotionally, and FOTUS is the best armor. Okay, yeah, because he's FOTUS. Halo 4 argues the best story emotionally. I don't know about the best story emotionally. That might have to go to Halo 3 ODST, but I can see that being that can be a valid opinion. But FOTUS being the best armor, well, let's see. I haven't seen that in a while. Kind of gives like My Little Pony vibes, I guess. Like it looks like a horsey, like a unicorn. I don't know. It's not the worst armor, but it's not the best armor. I'm sorry. Halo 4 is great. This is a very popular opinion on this channel, apparently. Like these last couple takes have all been Halo 4. I can accept that as an opinion. Not my opinion though. Next up is Spoons_Pain. Halo 4 is the best Halo of all time. Best story and multiplayer. Wow, okay. This should just rage me. I'm serious. Oh man. If Halo 4 is your thing, Halo 4 is your thing. I'm not gonna argue with it, okay? But it's not for most people. Halo 5 is better than Halo CE. First off, it's not worse than Halo CE. We can get that out of the way. Halo CE is one of the best video games of all time. Now for the Halo 5 part of the argument. This YouTuber, the Act Man, who many of you probably know, made 6 videos on why Halo 5 is bad. All of them between 20 and 15 minutes, okay? That's a lot. That's a lot of content, okay? I have to disagree with that take. Next up is another one from Tingus464. Halo should reboot, start with a focus on a larger war between UEG and insurgents/separatists. Spartans should start off as horrific experiments and terrifying consequences of human desire for war and capabilities instead of hopeful heroes. Major plot point being that there are rogue Spartans who never forgave Oni for making them child soldiers, and they support the insurrectionists and cause trouble for the UNSC. Then they go into the events of Harvest, Reach, and then CE, plus the endless in Halo Infinite are lame. Okay. I don't think Halo should reboot. Honestly, that's just too much. Like, no, that's not gonna work. They should just keep going with the stories that they already have. Continue Halo Infinite's story. I mean, if they want to, they could just start from the ground up, but don't do anything this drastic, because that's just gonna alienate so many people that like read like all the other books, and then their timeline that they read all these books, played all these games in, isn't being worked on anymore. Like that's not fun. Eye of Odin 978. Halo 3 ODST failed to capture the essence of the Human Covenant War from this perspective of normal people by being too easy. Okay, so I know this guy's problem. He's playing on either the easy or the normal difficulty. If you play Halo 3 ODST on Legendary, it is actually a fairly difficult game, at least for me, okay? And I think that's all the hot takes, so thanks for watching. If you want me to do another video like this, be sure to comment it down below. Maybe comment your own hot takes if you missed out on the opportunity to do it on the community post, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks.